It's a ripoff.
I think I got the wrong house.
Discover Texas.
Saturdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Central.
Worldwide on KZSM.org.
I want to tell you about Texas radio and the Big B.
Thanks for tuning in. This show is every Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on KZSM.org, True Community Radio for San Marcos, Texas. And I am fond of promoting the Texas music scene mostly. But this place gives me the freedom to kind of do anything that I really kind of feel the vibe to do. So I'm very lucky in that situation. And if you're listening, I'm even luckier. So thanks for tuning in. Today's episode is going to be a fun one. I have two guests this evening. We have members of Bad Allison in the house, and I also have my old buddy Jeremiah Wilkerson, who you may remember from his KZSM.org days. And we're going to be talking to all of these people tonight, so stay tuned. I do have some great music coming up tonight, so listen for that, of course, and that will include I don't think it's fair to say unheard, because I did hear it on one show already, but fair to say unreleased at this point track from Bad Allison. So, welcome to the show. This is Discover Texas. Bad Allison is with us, as I said. If you guys would introduce yourself to the listeners, we'll get talking to you guys.
Hi, I'm Lynette Allamon.
And I'm RJ Houston.
Hey guys, so you guys have been taking a little bit of a break from the scene as far as playing out a lot, and you have been really going, I don't want to say woodshedding, because I know that's coming up, actually, from what I understand. But you've got a new track out. You've got, you drummed up interest in a new record label. That's the current situation for Bad Allison. Tell us what's going on there.
Yeah, we are, we just signed with State of Independence Recordings back in July, I want to say.
That was around July.
Yeah, just this past summer. We're very excited about this collaboration with them and Tovar Management. So it's exciting. We have our first single with them coming out called I Become. So they've done their magic on the song, and they've done a new remaster version that's coming out. So we're excited. We like it. There's some changes to it, and I hope you guys like it. So we're excited. It's coming out on the 14th, next Friday.
And you'll get to hear it tonight.
That's right, and
Yes.
it's always interesting when you're putting your babies in the hands of others, right?
We were just talking about that on the way over here.
It is. But we trust these guys. We love them. Yeah. So we're excited about that.
Yeah. It had a raw sound to it before. Now it's a little polished and sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
I think the masses will like it. It across generate.
That's cool, man. It's interesting when you are a band that clearly has, I don't want to say polar opposite influences, because there's the punk and the rock stuff definitely have some blood in the same family, but I mean I hear anything in there from some of the old school punk rock to some of the maybe glam rock to some hard rock and roll and a lot of good stuff. So when you're all over the map like that, I know it can be challenging to put that in the hands of someone else and just say go, but I know they have good things in store for you. It looks amazing, and the 14th everything kicks off. Do you have any events or anything? I know you won't be playing until November, but where can we hear it? What can we do to beat people up about Bad Allison come the 14th?
Yeah. So we do have some gigs coming up. The next one is the Chuck Vans Fest through ModSnap Radio, and it's to support the San Antonio Food Bank. So if you bring cans in, you get a deal on the door. So it's a really good cause, one we believe in, and I think it's going to be great. We've got some other great bands that are playing with us that night too. So we have a little break until then, but then we're also writing, and we go start recording Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to record and video, then get some songs ready for January.
Yes.
So
Yes.
after the 14th, it's going to kick off.
Yeah.
We're going to be running downhill.
It's been a roller coaster actually, because as soon as we get the song, it's like, go do video, go.
Right now
go,
we're in
go.
we're in the starting blocks, and we're just waiting to go, waiting for that gun.
That's great.
It's a
gun
hurry up
goes
and
in.
wait.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
Exactly. But, to have that fire to get it done is half the battle. So there you go. Now you have a focus to get out there and get that stuff laid down. And so these tracks are written. You're just ready to record?
Yes.
Yes.
Re-record. Let them do their magic to those also.
Yeah.
Out
Yes.
there for the masses to enjoy.
Do they have anybody, where you're going as far as mastering and like folks that are going to be working on the production level we might want to know?
Yeah, we're working with Steve Beltran in San Antonio. So he's doing our recording, and then our producer, Sam Fish, is doing our mixing and mastering.
Awesome.
So they wanted us to go to Florida to record in their studios, but we asked them, can we please use Steve?
They're like, yeah, you can use Steve.
Yeah, we wanted to see what we could keep local, whatever
That
we
is
could
awesome.
keep still local and do some kind of hybrid. So that's what we're doing.
In fact, and Sam's had some recognition with other bands, and
Yeah.
so he's got a nice little gold record I've seen. And
Oh, that's awesome.
He's produced some pretty big acts.
Yeah.
So
But we don't drop any names, but we just leave it at that.
That's great. And as far as playing out, when you play, are you based, are you a San Marcos band? Where are you based out of?
we're based out of San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
So there's a health, how do you say it, like without just going, oh my God. There's a healthy scene in San Antonio for live music.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What are some of your places that we can see you in San Antonio? Where do you get out and play?
We play Fitz a lot.
You play Fitzgerald's, Alexis. It's a good venue.
Yeah.
Play the Rock Box.
We're going to play, we love Rock Box too. But we're going to play Fuel Bar coming up on
Yeah,
the 5th.
on the 5th.
And then Fitz, we're playing up here in San Marcos.
I was going to say, gotta mention this.
on the 18th, November 18th for the KZSM fundraiser. Yeah.
Metal Mark's got 3 days of live music coming up. It's going to be awesome.
We're excited. We never played at Gray Horse Saloon before, so yeah.
So, yeah, we're based out of San Antonio, but we like to travel. So, anybody wants to have us out, give us a call.
There
Hit
you
us
go.
up, let us know.
Absolutely. I know that a lot of my friends have been going to San Antonio and doing these DIY shows where they're just like just a step above a house show, so to speak, and it's kind of underground.
Right.
It's a very punk
That's
rock thing.
cool.
Oh, yeah, isn't that it?
All right, get us a hookup. No,
I know.
I love stuff like that.
Totally, and even down in Austin, they grab generators and they run up under the bridge downtown and wait till the cops come and play like 15 minutes. It's hardcore.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really underground. That's under bridge.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. So we are going to get into some more music. I know you guys were nodding heads when we were playing some Dangerous Toys. Those guys have been in my ears since the 80s, but I was introduced to Jason McMaster, the vocalist of Dangerous Toys Another Way. Back in the mid-'80s, I would go to the Ritz Theater when it was a live music venue down in Austin. And we would see a little band called Watchtower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Texas proud, Texas loud, y'all. Dangerous Toys right there. Scared, one of the biggies from the first record. I think it was 89, 90, if I'm not mistaken, when all that was going on. And
Good times, good times.
those were good times from what I can recall. And Watchtower before that, which was amazing days as well. So again, being the producer, you can play what you want and you can book who you want. And I've done that today with Bad Allison. Thank you guys for joining us on Discover Texas.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
I've learned that we may not have everything that we would have from Bad Allison if it were not for pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Yeah, we have a crazy story. So we got accepted to play this showcase in New Orleans back in the summer, and it's crazy because we played 2 gigs that day. We did a punk acoustic show right in the middle of the conference, which was a phenomenal time they gave us. We were very fortunate. It was cutting edge music showcase, so there's a lot of music business people out there, a lot of producers, labels, lawyers, entertainment lawyers. So we were part of the showcase. We had 2 gigs that day. They asked us, by chance, can you do an acoustic show? And we said, yes, we can do that. And then I went back to the guy saying, we have to figure out how to do an acoustic show because it's a great
I was like,
opportunity.
you did what? No way. I'm not going to do this.
No amplifiers?
Yeah. It's like,
So we had 3 rehearsals or 2 rehearsals?
something like that.
Before we left, and then just did it, and it came out really good. Actually, we caught our producer's attention because he asked us, "Wait, y'all were the ones playing that night, the night before," and we're like, "Yeah, that was us." And he was like, "But there's something missing." I said, "Well, we don't do acoustic. This is our very first acoustic show," and he was like, "No wonder. I hear you differently and louder." I said, "Yes, come check out our show." We were playing at Santos Bar the next night. Like, we played the Goat in New Orleans, and then we played the conference, and then Santos Bar was the next night. We said, "Come to Santos Bar." We go on at, I don't even remember what time now. But
So where'd the pizza come in at?
so we fed them the night before. We didn't know. We late at night. Everything was Central Business District area in New Orleans, and things close at a certain time there, and not like Maine, like Bourbon and Frenchman stays open a little bit later. So we ended up picking up pizza on the way back from the gig, and one guy came over and asked us, "Hey, excuse me, where did you guys get the pizza?" And we told him, "The place is closed. You have to drive to it, and literally nothing is open. But take a slice with you." And he took the smallest slice he could possibly find. And so when we were done and we were wrapping things up, we told him, "Okay, here, take this, okay? We haven't touched it. It's all good. I'm a germaphobe, so we've been really good about everything." So he was like, "Oh my God, thank you." So we didn't know we actually fed our now producer and music manager that night.
The way to a man's heart. Oh, pizza is usually a win. So I would recommend, if I were to ask you, I'd know this would be the answer. What would you recommend a young band do to get some attention? Some pizza. It's probably a good idea.
Can't go wrong with pizza.
It's right up there with tacos, man. Awesome. So if you've just tuned in, you are listening to Discover Texas. We are on kzsm.org, True Community Radio, every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m., and we do have guests in that are in and around Texas-centered entertainers. It's usually musicians, but we've also got filmmakers that have been on here, and I'll do anybody in media, even folks that work with wrestlers. So you never know. As far as your new music that we're about to hear, we're going to play some Bad Allison, y'all. So if you've tuned in to hear the song, get ready. The song itself that we've got, the one track out right now, I've Become, is that technically like a single? Is it just the track you've got to work with? What's going on with I've Become?
Yeah, it's a single. So we're going to be releasing singles to be followed with an EP and then an album. Nice. So we're working on all that right now. We had to pull everything off, which is really hard for us because we were working on, getting a following on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. So we took everything down because it's being reworked, remixed, mastered, and then we have some new stuff that's coming out as well, which is exciting. So we're in the writing phase right now. We do have a cover we're going to be recording as well. So our recording sessions start on Tuesday. So we're excited about that. We've got a lot of work to do, but it's been fun.
It's been fun, definitely. Yeah, we start off recordings, it's going to sound cliche, in the garage.
It's
we are literally a garage band.
You're comfortable. You're in your zone. It's you probably just pull out a phone and go click.
Yeah, my producer's like, "That sounds good, but let's polish it up a little bit." I was like, "Okay, you know what you're doing, so
do we have
we'll trust you."
Will there be money?
That would be nice.
Yes.
Eventually, but you know what? Followers. We want followers.
Oh, yeah,
we want follow us on batallison.com. And bat, it's BAT, like the animal, Bat Allison. And then we also have everything on Instagram and on Facebook. Yeah, and that's our new logo. We have a couple of new logos, which is really cool. That's the flying bat wings. It's a base head.
I think we'll keep changing it,
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it new. Yeah, keep it fresh.
Of course, being out of San Antonio and Bat, I can't help but think of Ozzy, of course.
Yeah,
so.
everyone does.
Yeah. We like Ozzy.
Yeah.
We like everything. We like rock, metal, punk.
So what we like to say with the name is, you see how she is, and she's bubbling, ready to go, but then her alter ego is Bad Allison.
I see.
And we take it all out on the stage.
Yeah.
When the lights go down, the bat is released. That's great. That's the nighttime is the right time.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to? I know a lot of musicians want to leave the songs, meanings, and everything a mystery, self-interpretation, and all that. But do you want to set up "I've Become" with any story? What are we hearing about here?
Oh, that's
leave it a
kind
mystery.
of difficult.
I figured it might be.
It is because of what it's about. So I like to leave it to interpretation. Yeah.
I like it. That's honest.
But I will tell you, okay, one of our friends, anytime he'd hear this song, the song is called "I've Become," and he could have sworn it was "I Will Come." I'm like, it's not that, but you can totally interpret it like that if you want.
Whatever it takes, man. Just hit play in your car loudly. Awesome. This is Bat Allison on.
Walked into the room tonight, thinking it would be alright. Out of sight, out of mind, so they say it'll get you through the night. 'Cause I become just a little bit jaded. I become just a little bit hated. I become just a little bit wired. I become just a little bit tired. Your sleek style slithers into the room. Getting slops off as you descend. Nice touch with that Gucci bag. I guess they bought it all at the end. 'Cause I become just a little bit jaded. I become just a little bit hated. I become just a little bit wired. I become just a little bit tired. I become just a little bit jaded. I become just a little bit hated. I become just a little bit wired. I become just a little bit tired. I become 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 I become.
There's something about that last part that really gets me right there. I don't know, man. That like wild guitar, like if I don't have your attention yet, I'm going to kill you with this guitar right now. So, with little ado, that was Bat Allison. I've Become right here on Discover Texas. Thank you guys for letting us play that early out here for everybody. It is coming out October 14 online. You can find, is it batallison.com the best place to look first?
Yes, batallison.com.
Absolutely. And then the gigs in November coming up. I want to say it was at the 6th was the
Yes,
first one,
6th.
and then the 18th, or is it the 18th? Because we have 3 days in a row of
Yes.
KZSM
we got
benefits. So
18th. Okay.
It's the 18th, yeah.
Okay.
awesome. And you guys are doing the Gray Horse, which I love the Gray Horse Saloon. It's a big stage.
Was it?
Ooh, cool.
Good.
Yeah.
We haven't been there
I need
yet,
room
so
to
we're
run.
excited. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like to move around, so it's like, and watch out for flying guitars. You never know one's going to come.
That's right. man.
Only if it's your birthday.
Oh, that's right, sure.
Oh, that's
This is a
awesome.
birthday tradition now.
Yeah, I guess I seem to throw my guitars on my birthday.
You know, you got to have that cool guy that's standing on the edge of the stage, ready to catch it at all
Yeah, I don't
times.
have that guy yet.
Yeah,
And
so
as I was told, I can't afford guitars, so I need to quit throwing them.
tell them what happened at the first one, your first birthday show.
Threw it and I broke the neck. I
Oh,
cracked
no.
it. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Was it a repairable crack?
Yeah, I run a bolt to the back of it.
So no, but yes. How awesome.
Great stories.
Me and
great
the
stories.
drummer were looking at each other going, "Oh no!" And then Grant said,
Oh,
"Screw
yeah.
it!" And he
kicked over his-
kicked the cymbal or
Yeah,
what
his
is it?
hi-hat.
His hi-hat.
I'm like, way to go large, man. Way to go
And it was
large.
very like
Real dainty.
dainty.
That moment.
Oh, that was
that
hilarious.
moment.
So
when-
punk rock.
Absolutely. How long has Bad Allison been a band?
Man, like 2 years?
Actually, I started it in 2019.
Well,
I started writing.
When I got with you.
Oh,
2 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah. Like,
That's when it took off. That's when we started doing gigs and
wait, it was 2020. 2 years. Yeah, you're right.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally can't count. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of an interesting time to get together and do music all through the COVID outbreak and stuff like that. Was it just like a release for you guys? You know?
It was okay. So it was so anticlimactic. We had our album or our EP release during COVID. Like
Yeah.
we recorded everything right before COVID, and then we had a bunch of really cool gigs lined up. And we had one show, and that was Leap Year at Bang Bang Bar, and it was great. It was crowded. It was so fun. But then COVID hit. Everything just kind of stopped. But tell them about joining the band. So he was going to, he joined the band to help us because we had our first show coming up.
Yeah, so I filled in with Even a Death a few times. I was in another band called the Still Soldiers. So they had an all-female band. So they had some drama, and the guitarist wasn't going to be there. So Anthony's like, ask RJ. He goes, hey, can you fill in? I said, sure, I'll fill in. What you got? So come on, practice. Okay, I got to practice. So show up to practice. I was like, all right, well, what are the songs? What we have? What's going on? What's the show? She goes, well, it's next Saturday, and whatever you write.
Oh, God.
That's what I said. Oh, God, what?
Wow.
It's like,
Surprise!
all right. It's like, all right, let's get busy.
1, 2, 1, 2. I just wrote this like
Yeah, just
right
wrote it
now.
now. Did you record that so I can remember? Okay, got it.
We had a problem getting a guitar player, and then when we did get one, the writing wasn't being produced. So we said, surprise! You get to help us write.
That's awesome.
And the shows win? Okay.
Yeah, man. It's nothing like keeping you on your toes.
Exactly. So,
That's great.
and then, for the most part, just I'm a self-taught guitarist. So then, like, this really anxiety kicks in. It's like, oh my God, I got to write songs. But I go, hold on a second, what are we doing here? And it just started rolling.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, cool.
And it felt good. It felt good. Like everything he did, like it was like just really good between all of us, you know. And it just like worked. And I'm super hyper. You're super hyper. I think anybody else we would have driven nuts, you know.
That's what everybody says. Like, right now I'm sitting here just kind of chilling, but once the lights come on the stage, it's like, who's that guy?
That's great.
My
That's,
nickname's Blur because they try to get a picture and like, you stop moving.
oh, it's awesome, though. You know, it's what we all feed off of. We have our fire, our energy, our art, and once that takes over, like, you're another person, and that's
True.
a blessing. That's like, yeah.
That's like Fitzgerald's. They put that riot rack in front, not because we have a lot of fans. It's because I don't jump off. I
Yeah.
can't jump over it.
So, who would you consider some of your favorite guitar players?
Oh, mine off the bat, it's going to be it was Kid, it was Ace Frehley, and Ted Nugent, and, Rudolph Schenker.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So
nice.
that's all the guys I always liked. You know, Rick Emmett. You know.
Oh man!
So-
Now that's
and
the
then-
only one. Like, I see the corresponding line with the first three, but then
Yeah.
Rick Emmett.
Yeah.
and they're all brilliant. But that's
Yeah.
another thing. Yeah.
We'll have a song, with Rick Emmett. Then another one is Nelson from Cheap Trick.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like
so underrated, dude. I can't
Yeah.
believe they're still opening for anybody. You know,
Yeah, it's
what I mean?
crazy.
But
Yep.
I guess they do what they want. They do call the shots. Amazing live band. I've been lucky enough to see Cheap Trick probably a dozen times, man.
and as far as the great guitarist, it's always Randy Rhoads. But
How do you feel about the Whittly Whittly, the Steve Vai guys and stuff like
oh
that?
yeah, they're great. I love those guys. I love blues. I love the sound. We're just talking about blues coming in. Robert Johnson stuff.
Yeah.
I love a lot of those stuff.
We were just talking about him on the way up.
I like blues. I love blues. Love my
I'm really a big fan of like
Back-
Sun House and the really old blues stuff,
Yeah,
like the
like
one guy and guitar and things.
what's that one? Baby's Got a Black Cat Bone.
Oh, yeah.
I love those old.
I spent a lot of time at the Antones down in Austin in the mid '80s and stuff, and got to see some of the legends. Man, it was great.
My problem is I forget everybody's names, but when I hear them, I go, "Oh, I know that guy. I know him. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know that song."
That's awesome. And, being around Austin also was able to see a lot of my punk rock icons, and that's always a blessing too. And Austin was a good town to see music in. And coming out here to San Marcos, I realized I've been missing a bunch of stuff here too. So
that's right.
this whole bridge, and then of course San Antonio was always, and when I was growing up, it was more the heavy metal capital of Texas,
And
Yeah.
they wanna keep that, but
But
then talking about punk, I like my Ramones and my Dead Kennedys, and it's like
Yeah,
it goes
man.
on and on.
Absolutely.
One
One of my
Surfers. And,
younger days, I ran into San Antonio to see Wasp and Iron Maiden at the convention center, man. All right, and Lynette, how about you? What are some of your musical heroes?
Oh my gosh. Oh, so I love Les Claypool.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Les.
God!
Cool.
How can you forget that name? Yes. Love his style. Love Flea. Those are some of my big bass heroes, I guess. And also, I have to throw my husband in this because he is, to me, I think he's a phenomenal bass player, and somebody I was inspired by. To be honest with you,
Awesome.
I fell in love with the bass because of him. So just like going to all the shows, and he is a tinkerer.
Ah.
And he made me a tone snob. I'm not going to lie.
Wow, yeah,
So
totally.
he will stay there for hours and hours and hours on end trying to get the tone he wants for certain songs or get the tone he wants for a certain band. So it's totally rubbed off. And with that, I appreciate the beauty of the instrument, the feel, the power, and just... I don't want to play anything else.
I know, right?
So you're opposite. You like the way it feels like the way I throw them.
That's great.
I have true flying V's.
The bass is such an amazing instrument. If you go from the subtleties of Jaco Pastorius and things that he did to someone like Mike Watt and Firehose, who is just aggressive with the thing, and just everything in between, it's a magical instrument. For 4 strings, I'm amazed at what it can do. I'm not hating on you 8-string or 12-string guys, especially Cheap Trick, but
5 in action or whatever it takes.
when I saw that the 12-string that Tom played with Cheap Trick, I thought I was just I'd never heard anything like that in my life. That sound that comes out is insane. So
Nice.
yeah. Well, Bat Allison has joined us today, and I appreciate you doing so here on Discover Texas. We're looking forward to new music. As soon as you have some we can play, definitely let me know, and we'll get her on the air and steer folks your way to the gigs. November 6th, in the venue is in San Antonio.
It's at Fuel Bar in San Antonio, and it's the Chuck Vans Music Fest, and it's a fundraiser for the San Antonio Food Banks. It's a really good cause, and it's getting close to Thanksgiving, so come out and come party with us on a Sunday. We're going to do an earlier set time.
That's great.
Yeah.
I actually remember. That's funny because you said the food bank earlier, and I was trying to rack my memory what it was in San Antonio. I brought in 200 cans of various canned vegetables to meet Aerosmith in San Antonio one time for the food bank.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the food bank is very creative in San Antonio, and it sounds like they have a good ear for music.
I think they're doing something like that also. You bring food cans in, either discount ticket or get in free. I don't know exactly what it is.
They're doing something similar.
And
Don't quote me, anybody.
I'm sure just a Facebook or Google search away, and we'll have all the right info on that.
Exactly, because obviously I don't have the right info for anything.
And it looks like you guys are kind enough to be jamming on Metal Mark's 3-day festival, and you're right in the middle at the Gray Horse.
Yeah, we love Metal Mark too. So we're excited about that. So that's coming up on the 18th, Friday. It's Friday night. Come out, hang out with us. Come hang out with us. Literally, we love meeting fans. So
I will see you there.
Awesome.
So, well, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. Bat Allison on this Discover Texas.